Okay, there's a couple other ones that you need to know about that you're gonna be given all these anyways, but it's really important that you can work these through in your head. The cone is the last one. Well, the cone and the sphere, sorry. The cone, I'm not going to go over in detail how we get like flattening it out kind of thing, but it does look like this here before you when you fold it up here. In other words, when I make a cone, I'm going to cut out a section of the circle. I'm going to take this end right here and this end right there and join it together. I'm going to squeeze it together and it squeezes up into a cone. If you don't believe me, you go ahead and try. Okay, take a piece of, cut out a rough circle, cut out a section of it, join the ends together like that, and you will get a cone. I guarantee it. Okay, and so the radius of the original circle here actually becomes the slant height of my cone. So that's the slant height there of my cone. Okay, and then the radius of this circle here now is not necessarily related to is not very clearly related to my original circle, okay? But this circumference here, in Math 11 we call this the major arc, okay, is equal to this complete circumference here, because I join those two ends together. You just get the idea how this all works. So to find the surface area of this cone, it's going to be, the surface area is the pi r squared, that's the bottom, which is just a simple circle in terms of r, okay? And then here's the apex, the topmost part. It's called the apex, the highest part, okay? And all of this, let's just shade a different color here, okay? All of this other area here, okay, that is all called the lateral area. I don't think I mentioned that in the last video. It's also explained in your textbook, okay? So the lateral area is the area between the bottom and the top of a three-dimensional object. So for a cylinder like this, okay, here's the top, here's the bottom. All this in here is called the lateral area. It ends up being a rectangle, just so you get the idea, so you've seen the word before. Look it up if you're not sure. Okay, so there's, oh, sorry, the surface area is pi r squared plus the lateral area. The lateral area is given by, let's do it in black just so we're being consistent here, is given by pi rs. That's not clearly evident, and there's actually a good explanation in the textbook if you want to look at it. They explain how it becomes like that, but I'm not going to require you to do it right now. The other one is a sphere, and I'm not going to try and draw it, but just so you know, the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. A lot of pi going on, okay? And again, if you forget these, especially these ones here, I expect that I'll give them to you. If you're talking about the other ones though, like the pyramid here, or the cylinder, I expect that you should be able to get those without me giving you a formula. So make sure you understand how those work. Same thing with the rectangular prism. Okay, so here's a problem I'm going to have you try right now. What I want you to do is I want you to find the total exposed surface area. So that's the area that you would see if this object was sitting on the ground. Okay, so think about what you're going to see and what you're not going to see. In other words, you're not going to see the bottom because it's set on the ground. You can't see it. You're going to see the exterior wall of this silo or whatever this thing is, and you're going to see the roof as well. Okay, and that's it. Don't go on the inside. That's a whole different story. Okay, so those exterior surfaces, so you're going to have to modify the surface area formulas for the cone and the cylinder that you have here. Okay, because that takes into account the entire surface area, but you don't want the whole surface area. So try to figure it out right now. Just get an idea, like what are you gonna need to know for the cone? What can you get rid of? What do you keep? And same thing with the cylinder on the bottom. And we'll compare answers in a little bit here. So go ahead and pause that and start that now. Okay, if you're stuck, just remember, like for example, the cone is pi r squared plus pi rs. The pi r squared is the area of the base, which you're not going to see. I'm only going to see the slanted part, so I can cross that off. So for the cone surface area, this is all I want right now is the pi rs. And now think about what do you need for the cylinder. Okay, and the cylinder is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh, but the 2 pi r squared, this is for the circle top and bottom, neither of which you can see from the outside, so we cross that off. All we want is the lateral area, which is this right here. So then the total surface area is pi rs plus 2 pi rh. And if you plug in all the numbers, then unless I made a mistake, I get 1,319.5 meters squared. Keep in mind that I used the pi button, not 3.14. Okay, so hopefully that worked out for you, and if not, we can discuss it tomorrow. So there you go, you're done your homework for tonight. See you tomorrow.